Joining me now on the Notre Dame Day video hotline is Emily Mediate, a 2015 graduate and recipient of the Rhodes Scholarship. As an Africana Studies and pre-health double major, Emily spent all 3 of her college summers in Uganda, and she is joining us today from Uganda. Welcome to Notre Dame Day, Emily.
Thank you so much.
Now, you've spent a lot of time in Uganda. What inspired you to take an interest there, and what are you trying to accomplish?
Sure. Really, my interest began with just wanting to look at the African continent, all 54 countries that are each very different. But then I found the Africana Studies major at Notre Dame and was just very inspired. I had a series of faculty members that were just fantastic and really inspiring. And one of those gave me an opportunity to do some research in my first summer after my freshman year in Western Uganda. I became very attached to that community and just kept wanting to come back. Now I'm here for a year-long fellowship doing research on a USAID project. And really what I'm trying to accomplish is just a sense of engagement with these people, just a sense of community and really trying to get to know the experiences of the people that I work with.
Okay, so what was the application process like for the Rhodes Scholarship, and how did it feel once you found out you'd gotten it?
Sure. Well, it was pretty lengthy. I think altogether it was about 7 months with a lot of different steps. I first received an endorsement from Notre Dame and worked very closely with the Center for Undergraduate Scholarly Engagement on my application, which consisted of a long personal statement and a resume and I think 8 letters of recommendation. Altogether, though, it was a fantastic process, and it culminated with an interview process that actually took place in Salt Lake City. And I just really enjoyed being able to meet my fellow finalists and the committee members. Once they told me that I had received the scholarship, I was honestly surprised. I think I was in a bit of disbelief. But then I think the next thing that I felt was really kind of a great burden. And I think that surprises people because they all think, oh, you must have been so relieved you put in this effort. But really the Rhodes Scholarship is a continuation of a lifetime's work and really an acknowledgement of this responsibility that I now have to fight the world's fight and to fulfill what I learned, the experience I'm about to have at Oxford next year.
So you'll arrive in Oxford this coming fall. Talk to us about your plans for your time there and beyond.
Sure. So in my first year at Oxford, I'll be studying global governance and diplomacy. And then I'm still deciding about my second degree, but I think it'll be a second master's in public policy or possibly a PhD in international relations. Ultimately, both of these degrees are going to help me to work with the US government in some capacity. I'm really interested in sort of transforming the relationships that the US government has with African countries. There's a spurt of business investment, economic growth, and security challenges on the continent. And so kind of shifting our relationships from charity work and development projects into this sort of exciting and new relationships. That's kind of what I want to be a part of and dedicate my life to.
Okay, in what ways do you think your career at Notre Dame prepared you to make a difference in the world?
Sure. Well, I think it was absolutely an instrumental part of my journey. I mean, those 4 years were incredibly formative, and I would not have the Rhodes Scholarship without Notre Dame. I think the greatest impact was all of the classes were fantastic, but really it lay in sort of spending time in office hours with professors and conversations in the dining hall and those kinds of moments that really influenced what I think about Africa and about the world around me and helped me sort of discover how I can make a difference in this world. That sense of dedication to community and a dedication to a greater cause is really resonant with me from Notre Dame.
All right, Emily, thank you for joining us today on Notre Dame Day.